something, and Jane Doe. I love seeing Jane Doe. I'm dressed like a maniac today because it's so hot and I literally just woke up. So I went to sleep at 11:30 and woke up at like 4:30. 11:30 this morning. 4:30 this afternoon. And then I'm going to go back. Oh my God, everything is all discombobulated. I'm still in my pajama bra. Hi, you guys. Thank you. Yeah, I know it was my birthday yesterday, and I spent all day Saturday stalking, not in an illegal sense, finding out. Oh, yeah. And the tattoo is peeling. My beetle is the last thing to peel off. The beetle guy is peeling, but it looks so pretty. I want to see some other stuff. But anyway, it's peeling. It's itchy. Anyway, yeah. So Saturday, yeah, it's peeling though. You can't even see beetle guy because beetle guy is all mucked up there. It pushes the ink up and it bubbles and then it peels and then I guess it gets better. Oh my God, look. This is for Lila for her first day of school. Mom on a Mission bag. Forgot to show you guys. That is from, it's beautiful. And that is from Tara Lynn from GRM1. So that's from Tara Lynn. Thank you so much. I am running to Lila's this week to give my little rascal her baby Jack wallet. Baby Jack, she needs it to take it to school, right? She needs to have a baby Jack wallet. Baby Jack tried to get to school with her to get to school because he's going to miss his rascal. And I don't know how school went for her, but I'm going to find out. This is from Victoria. Now, I have to make sure I understand who sent me what. So if I've got this mixed up, I apologize. I was at an art. Okay, this is from Victoria. Look at this. It is a tile and it's so beautiful. And Victoria is a Sagittarius, December 6, 1970. Victoria, you little Sag. Oh, how beautiful. From Toronto, Canada. See on the back. So we have Marilyn yet again. That's from Victoria. Thank you so much. Beautiful cards from Victoria. So nice, you guys, every single one of you. I also got a blue cup, and I don't know if that's from Jackie. Jackie sent me flowers back there. Those are from John the Roses, and the little bunch back there, not little, it's a beautiful bunch, is from Jackie. So beautiful. So I got those. John got the long stem roses. They're kind of looking tuckered out because they got in the heat. All the flowers got in the heat. Yeah, those are Jackie's, Bobby, back there, right there. Jackie sent me an amazing bunch on the year anniversary of Keith. Amazing, amazing bunch. And this, look at this. Look at this bitchin' pillow with the ladybugs. I gotta hold it so weird to get it out. Look at this. Isn't this perfect? This is perfect. We gotta put this over here. That's where it's gonna live now. I'm literally still in one of my very many pairs of the same pants that I wear. That is so beautiful. And that, I believe, is from, okay, let me see. That, I mean, it's beautiful. And that is from Marianne. I think that's from her. I think that's from her. If I'm wrong and it's from, I'm so sorry, you guys. Let's see. That might be from, I moved. Oh, no. Sorry. That is not from Mariana. That is made from, oh, my God. M-A-U-R-E-A. How do you say that? Maureen? Maybe it's supposed to be Moray. And the last name is K-A-H-L. She made that. That's who that's from. Thank you so much. I love it. It's going to stay right over there because first of all, it's black. It's going to stay on the couch right there. Thank you so much. And then Mariana sent me this birthday right here. And somebody sent me a blue cup and I have no idea who sent it to me. None whatsoever. I thank you all Oh my God, a cute little flower fell out. I thank you all for everything. I love everything. Yeah, I love everything. That's a beautiful pillow. And it's got my name in butterflies. I mean butterflies, ladybugs. So yeah, so anyway, on Saturday, I hung out with Bobby on the phone as we stalked the neighborhood. It's a beautiful homemade pillow. Yeah, she made it herself. It's so pretty. Jackie, yes, I got the blue cup. Yes, thank you. You know what, Jackie? Okay, I just said, is the blue cup from Jackie because it didn't have a thing on it. I fucking love the blue cup. It's in my sink dirty right now. It's a beautiful blue cup and it's filled with coffee. Wait, popcorn for me on your birthday. If you sent the cake popcorn, then yes, I got it. If you didn't, then I probably haven't been to the post office yet. Yeah, I know, that is fantastic. I got the blue cup from Jackie. Jackie, your flowers are right there. Hi, Ashley. Yeah, so it was really fun. It was good. Blue cups are good luck. This is beautiful. It's like iridescent blue and dark blue, like purple royal blue, dark with like you can see through the side. It's perfect. I shove everything in it when I get up in the morning, right? Okay, so Bobby and I spent the day tracking down witnesses. I should say she did, and we had a turn of events. I mean, that was Saturday, and then I went out for dinner with John to the Northwoods Inn and had halibut. I forgot what I had. I'm like, wait, what? Halibut. And then I went out with Kim, who is Jordan's mom, and Cindy, Lucas's mom, for the afternoon on Sunday, and we ate more fucking cake. Halibut, no, it was so good. Yeah. And then John brought me fried chicken for dinner and 2 kinds of cake. Now I'm ready to throw up and I gained 3 pounds, which means I had to run 11 miles this morning, right? So he brought me red velvet cake and carrot cake like the one Cindy makes, but unfortunately Cindy makes the best carrot cake. And if you all, she should be in business for her carrot cake because you literally cannot leave it in the fridge and not eat it. So I have to pawn it off on people, meaning I can't eat the whole thing. She's like, just have it for breakfast. I'm like, no, I'll be a big fat fatty if I do that. For real. So thank you, Bobby. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Bobby and Cato and Lucas, I know. The halibut was so good. And it was up in our old neighborhood in Santa Clarita. So we ate up there because they have steak, they have sawdust on the floor, and it was totally packed. Thank you for that. Thank you. Oh my God. From your neighbor, Ashley. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. Yeah, so we had that. And, but anyway, on Saturday prior to my birthday, I have been leaving messages. I have to tell you the story. So because I'm obsessed with it and I'm not going to not be obsessed with it. So we've been leaving messages for a witness named Ryan, who was apparently right behind my son on his bike. Although on the videotape we have, it's not quite like that, but he was right behind him. But there were also other people in front of him, but he doesn't mention that. Anyway, Ryan had called me at Christmas. This kid was 28, a Taurus, and he'd called me and he was going to walk through the scene with me, you know, and show me exactly what he saw, because he didn't see why Keith went off the road exactly, but he saw some Apple blocked your purchase. See, what the fuck? I don't use Apple Pay. Do you see? Why does Apple block? Is Apple offended at me? Well, fuck you, Apple. I'm on your phone. You should just like not be bitches, right? But thank you, Ashley, and thank your neighbor, Eric. Eric's like, this isn't my thing, but I don't use Apple Pay. I think somebody sent me money on Apple Pay, and I'm like, I don't even use it. I don't even want to use it. But thank you, Ashley, and everybody who ever sends anything. Bobby, Ashley, and who is this from? Let me just look. And Deborah Keefe. Okay, so I'm over that. But anyway, so I decided to drive out to Ryan's house. I was on the phone with Bobby and Lucas and John, and I'm like, I'm going to go to Ryan's house, this kid's house, and see why he's not returning my calls. Can you guess why he wasn't returning my calls? please guess why he wasn't returning my calls. Please, please, please guess it. Because he agreed to walk the scene with me, right? Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, yes, Jackie, he's dead. And I haven't called you. He's dead, correct. He died 7 months after Keith died. He's suddenly dead. He's dead. He's dead. Yeah, he did. He died. And I feel very bad for his parents. I pulled up on his house. Yeah, he just turned 29 on May 7th. And I guess on May 8th, he died. I did not know this because we talked at Christmas and he said, when I'm back, I'll come walk the scene. Like, I'll show you where I was. I'll show you where Keith was. I'll show you what I saw. And he died May 8th, right? Yes. And Bobby and I were, like, I was driving out to his house and I'm like, hey, stay on the phone with me, her and her husband. And then I had John on the other line. I'm like, all of you stay here because I'm going to go knock on the door. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Eric. How sweet. Oh, thank you, Eric and Ashley. Eric, show your face. If you're on Instagram, DM me and say, this is me, Eric, Ashley's neighbor. So I know. Or Ashley, take a picture of Eric and show me. So anyway, this poor kid, Ryan, yay. Thank you so much. Yeah, this poor kid, Ryan, he lived, yes, he was behind Keith at the intersection, right behind Keith in a red truck. And that day, I know, a witness that dies. How weird, right? So that day that Keith was in the motorbike, they were stopped at Devonshire. Keith was in front of this kid. And Ryan, he phoned in his report. I'll tell you how he died in a sec. He phoned in his report. He did not wait at the scene. He left. But you know, he had a lot of, yeah, he left the scene and no driver's license. Exactly. There was no driver's license. And he told me he had a breathalyzer in his car. And so there was a little bit of a drug problem and a little bit of a drinking problem. I can't speak to that because I have a family full of those people, you know, who do that shit. But anyway, he called me in this November maybe, or December. I can't quite remember. Maybe November, he called me and said, I saw your sign. Yeah, Deborah, same. So I know the kid just turned 29. Anyway, he called me in before he went away in December. And he said, when I come back, I'll meet up with you. He had called me to meet up with me. And it was sometime before he left, around Keith's birthday, I think. And I was so depressed I couldn't get out of bed, whatever day that was. So I kept calling him and I missed his call, or I couldn't pick his call up. And I kept calling him. Then he went away. Then I never heard from him again, but I would leave messages. Then I thought I'll just leave him rest and then I'll call him, right? So I called him, been blowing up his phone for 2 weeks. Actually, here's what happened. I looked for him on Saturday on Facebook and couldn't find him. So I called Bobby, and no, it's not Keith's friends. It's a witness that saw Keithy die, but he was right behind Keith. And he said, what he told me is, when he saw my sign looking for information, he said, he was behind Keith at the stop sign at Devonshire. Now, keep in mind, it's a half a block until Keith is dead. So he's in a truck, a Ford 5150, according to what he told me. And Keith, he said, Keith took off like a bat out of hell. That's what he said. Hauled ass. Keith hauled ass, right? And he said he noticed Keith because this was interesting. He said Keith was white, and that's not something you see on a really cool bike and could have possibly been a friend of his. This is what he was saying. And I'm like, interesting that you noticed he was white, because Keith was really pale in the sun, right? I mean, like, you know, like me, like freckly, the skin gets all crazy. Anyway, he said he watched Keith take off. Keith was in the lane closest to oncoming traffic. He watched the black car come out. This is what he said. He watched the black car come out. And then he said he watched Keith make a lane change in a good way, right? Like a successful lane change. He said he looked down to turn his radio or something, or pick something up. And when he looked up, all he saw was Keith headed for the mailbox. And then he told me Keith ragdolled it down the road. So he said after the mailbox, Keith those were his words. I didn't understand what it meant. And I was having a fucking panic attack when he was telling me. But he said Keith ragdolled it down the road. And he said he didn't know why he went off the road. Yeah, dropped a pop pipe. Oh, dropped a pop pipe. Thank you. Yes. I forgot. He dropped his pop pipe on the ground. Right. This kid was honest. I mean, he's telling me, and Tauruses, when they're in their, mindset, they're pretty honest. Anyway, this kid, no, I haven't done Seth Rich. I will. I have to do Seth Rich with that. But anyway, Keith basically told me and Bobby to go down there. So I went with them on the phone. This guy was outside of Ryan's house. I thought it was his brother because I don't know if he has brothers or what. I just followed the witness address. And the kid said, no, he overdosed. So he overdosed on Mother's Day, which I guess was May 8th this year. Yeah, 29, same age as Jason. I mean, on fentanyl. And it's really interesting because, yeah, fentanyl, God bless him and his soul for a peaceful transition for that. Because, yeah, I was like blowing his phone up and it would go straight to voicemail. And I'm like, Ryan, it's Sloan Bella, and I would explain it all the time. And then I just started calling, and then I'm like, fuck you, I'm going out to your house. But I didn't realize he was dead. So it's interesting because he overdosed. So it was a real issue. But it's interesting because Keith, the camera. Okay, so there's the intersection. There's one house. The guy wasn't moved in yet at that time. I can't pick up on anybody anymore. I really can't. So my career is gone since Keith died. But yeah, Keith's witness, the first witness died. But we got more to tell you. And I'm telling you publicly, so if I get murdered, I didn't get murdered. That's my new thing. If someone comes after me, I didn't get murdered. I didn't OD. I didn't fall off a cliff. I didn't get run over by a car. I was murdered. Got it? Anyway, Ryan was in and out of rehabs, and his mother is, of course, something is off. Yes, clearly. So whacked. Right. Yes, you grew up on Devonshire. Someone is pretending to be on your TikTok. Oh, God damn it. Really? Come on. What's the TikTok channel? What? I'm so sick of these people. No, I'm not suicidal. I'm homicidal, but I'm not suicidal. Who are these fucking people on TikTok? Oops. I'm going to look. Somebody else, what is the handle name on TikTok? Tell me. I'm looking it up right now. They keep stealing me. Do you mean on Instagram too? They keep, let's see who this person is. Oh, here, they got 101 followers. Okay. I have to report them. Report account. Pretending to be someone. Pretending to be me. Submit. Okay. So there you go. Anyway, yeah, I get just fucking sick of people. Trust me, this is my only YouTube. My Instagram, I'm going to shut down Facebook because I just put up for Keith, but other than that, whatever. Anyway, this really is my picture, but they copy this picture. You can tell from the comments under like my pictures, you can tell from the comments. Like you'll see Ashley on my page. You'll see yourselves on my page. You know it. So someone else on Instagram tried to add me. I have reported to Instagram and they have told me that I don't get a blue tick. A tick. As opposed to a tick. They tell me, I'm not, why would I get one? I'm nobody. Well, then these people need to stop copying me, right? I mean, it's constant. Anyway, this Ryan kid, the kid outside of Ryan's house was a roommate named Gunner. I'm just out and everything. Anyway, he told me Ryan overdosed and they were living at Ryan's father's house. But what was so interesting is where Keith died, he comes across the SanJose side street and there's two rehab houses right there. There's one and it's owned by the same person. I believe there's a new guy that built his house on the corner. There's a trailer house, a house with a trailer in it. No one's ever in there. Biker guy's house, Harley Davidson rider family owning a rehab, and their second mental I don't mean to say mental, but it's not drug rehab. It's for thinking like bipolar. We'll just put it over there. Blue fence house. And then there is the business that has a mailbox cemented into the ground that is not breakaway that Keith hit and it amputated his leg on the way by. I'm sorry, I'm obsessed with saying that, and I'm obsessed with showing the pictures until someone listens to me. So Ryan's mother is in rehabs, and Ryan was in rehabs. Sloan Bella 7. Is that on TikTok or Instagram? Is that on TikTok or Instagram? Oh, wait, hey, Instagram. Yeah, they don't. Okay, Sloan Bella 7. What did you say that was? Let me go back here. Okay, Sloan 2 L's and 7. Is that on, okay, I can't get that to go away. Is that on TikTok or on, I am so fucking sick of these people, honest to God. Like, I'm just like, stop copying me. I will never ask anyone for money because, quite frankly, if you offer me money to work, I'm more apt to be hiking because that's just who I am, and I can't. Oh, we got a Sloan Bella 1. We got a Sloan Bella 1. Yeah, okay. Let's see. And 7. Okay, let's find these people. Okay. Now I got to report this one. 58 fault. Why did they take my picture? Why is that not a fucking copyright? How come they stopped me from saying shit about nothing about another person? But Pacoima, yes, I have to report these fucking people. What is wrong with them? Thank you for telling me, you guys. Report them. Okay, pretending to be somebody, me, and me. There you go. Bitches. Bitches. I know, it's terrible. I know, but you know, like, stop copying. Get a personality of your own. Get a personality of your fucking own. Get your own personality. This is mine. Like, stop copying me. As Rachel always says, you can't rebrand this. This is what, you know, whatever. Anyway, so rehabs are involved because they didn't give over their camera. Biker guy's house did not give over the camera. It's Sloan Bella with 3 L's. Yeah, I thought I reported them. Anyway, Biker guy's house, the Harley Davidson house. That's how I reference it because they mentioned it in the police report. Now, he had camera footage of Keith going by, but told the police his camera wasn't working, but then told me in front of a witness that his camera was working and showed it on the phone and then sent me a text saying, I'm sorry, we recorded over. Mr. Rehab Man, why the fuck would you record over when you know there was somebody died on the fucking road outside your house and my kid went off the road? So who was coming in and out of the house, right? Who was coming in and out of the house? Reality. The mailbox, I'm putting this out there, so if I end up dead, I'm not dead, okay? Like, I didn't do it. I was swacked, which I don't really care, but I'm still going to say it. So one of the police officers that got to my son's my son's body, whatever, at 15 hours and 22 minutes or second, 15:22 hours, military time, 5:22. No, sorry, 4:20, 2 hours after 1 o'clock. What is that? 3:22. Sorry, duh. Anyway, that officer wrote on the coroner's report, I love my blue nails. Yeah, that's their birthday blue. They were baby shower blue, even though it was a girl, and now they're birthday blue. But anyway, that officer wrote in the report, on the coroner's report, that Keith was going 100 miles an hour. Now, Biker Guy wrote that Harley Davidson Rehab House wrote that Keith was going 40 miles an hour. I've seen the tape, and I'm more apt to say that the speed limit is 40 miles an hour, and Keith was probably going over 50, but not 100, okay? That's what we've come to by analyzing the tape, analyzing the bike, and doing all of that. The house with the mailbox, yeah, I know. Oh, of course, it's just fucked up. The house with the mailbox, when Deanna and I went to talk to that guy, Libra Lori snapped a picture of the tire marks, so did Melody. Melody snapped it from across the street. Lori went the next morning at 7:23 after Keith died, and she videotaped the tire treads. She didn't know why it bothered her. She pulled up on the scene and she videoed it, like she snapped it. She gave that to me yesterday. She was like, thank you so much for that. Thank you. She had snapped a picture of that, And I was able to send it to Bobby and Lucas for them to analyze what happened, because that's what they do. And so I was able to see it because the guy that owned the mailbox house, which is a business, which has an illegal mailbox because it's not breakaway, that guy literally switched the mailbox within 24 hours. And Deanna and I went over there and we're talking to him, and he's like, I never saw what happened. But we found a witness that said another witness was with him when he walked out. So see, everybody is telling a different fucking story. And I'm putting that out. I feel, of course, they gave him a hot shot. I mean, yeah, it's just interesting. I don't know who gave him what. I mean, maybe he did it to himself. Maybe he bought bad drugs. Maybe the drug dealers, they do it all the fucking time. They want you to die. That's the purpose of drugs. For anybody who thinks you can take drugs and it's not going to be a problem, there's a reason that there's drug dealers out there. They work with the beast system, i.e. the government. The government and the beast system want everybody on drugs because they can control you, and they can do that, and they love it, right? They love it because once you're high, the demons can run your vessel. They love it. Yes, they love it. That's what it. I want you to Cappy in. Yeah, exactly. He told the wrong person. I know. Well, apparently this guy Gunner out on his roommate with his dad said to me, Ryan never told him about the accident, which I found interesting because the day after Keith, okay, so Keith died, and the next day we were at the where the accident happened by the cross. Although, did we have a cross up? Yeah, Marvin had put the cross up. Anyway, we were there, and they were, my son is the 16th. Yeah, I know Elvis died this day. They killed him too, by the way. Anyway, we were out on the road lighting firecrackers, and Keith's coworkers, some of them came up. Oh, thanks, Eric. My birthday. Coffee money, because that's what I do. Otherwise, I end up in bed all day like I did today. But thank you so much for the super chats, you guys. Bob Joyce is... Pastor Bob is Elvis, according to Bobby. So we're just going to listen to Bobby say that because she really thinks that. I'm not sure, but I'll listen to Bobby because I trust her because she's been accurate on everything. Anyway, on the day that Keith died, Keith's coworker came up, Jessica, this beautiful girl, Jessica, and she told me with her husband how much they enjoyed Keith, how Keith was, teaching her how to eat right and get healthy. I love that my Keithy loved to do that. So he was doing that. Thank you, guys. Anyway, the next day after that, which was August 31st, Jason was coming home with Kenna, and they were pulling into Kenna's house. And right out there on the road, a young man in his 30s got hit by a girl in an SUV on his bicycle in the bicycle lane, because people always running and exercising, and she killed him. Now, Jason immediately phoned me and said, Mom, there's a guy dead on the road. It turned out to be Keith's co-worker's brother, Jessica. It turned out to be Jessica's brother. So that happened 2 days after Keithy. So what I'm saying is, when Ryan doesn't tell his roommate that he saw a young kid die and he was right behind him, I find that interesting because even Jason calls me and says, yeah, it's right there. It's all flaky though. My beetle guy is flaking off right there. Anyway, I find it interesting why you wouldn't tell people in your life that you just saw someone die on the road, because you just saw someone die on the road, right? Anyway, poor Ryan ended up overdosing. And it's interesting because it's very sad, and God bless his soul and pray for him, because regardless of why he overdosed, his soul he was a young man. So, yes, I know